speakers, ayy. It shit feel nostalgic, ayy. Feel like I was Frank, ultra from the palette, ultra from the aura, ayy. Shine like ultraviolet, ayy. You should bag up from me, cause I tend to get violent.
You know what? Hey, yo, it's the BSP, my he, and they say a hero will save us, but not just any hero. We have a huge hero, a returning hero, a friendly hero, a friend of the podcast, a forever repeat guest, and humble stunt, an all-for-one user. You know, just saying, he won, baby. We got the homie Davon Oliver coming back, and we've been doing these My Hero short form context. This will be short adjacent, but we all got to witness and experience the moment of My Hero season 8, episode 11. I love the symbolism. 11 is my favorite number because it's the number 1 2 times. It's twice as good of number 1.
There you go.
Titled My Hero Academia. But before we get into this shit, Davon, how have you been, good brother? Booked and busy, we know.
Welcome back.
Hey, welcome back, brother.
Oh, bro,
back.
it's been good. It's been good. Exhausting, but good.
We just blessed to have you on during this time of the year, man.
Oh, bro, I'm excited to be here.
1,000. Well, look, when we knew that we were getting the last episode, I think we had hit you up even before the announcement for season 8 was coming out. We was like, bro, last season, dog, we gotta get you back.
Yeah. Gotta lock in.
We gotta get you back. And I'm super excited because I know once Fire Force kicks back up, you know, we probably gonna be seeing a lot of you around here too. You know,
we back.
The on Fire Force, baby. The on Fire Force. We live with it, but all right, but fellas, damn, episode 11. All right, in terms of...
Can't believe it's over.
All right, so first question that I got coming out the gate. In terms of series endings for shows, so we talking Naruto, Cowboy Bebop, Pokemon, you know, like the many different facets of Gundam, right? You know, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Daima. Like, also, in terms of shows that have ended, series endings, where do you rank the last episode of My Hero Academia in terms of ultimate last episodes?
So whenever I remember reading the manga, and I remember when the final chapter came out in the manga, I was one of the people that was making the jokes that Deku was working at fucking McDonald's. You know, I was one of the people that was, cause I thought it was funny. You know,
he was back to paper or plastic.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
You have a plus ultra day. Like, you know, I just thought they were funny. But in all reality, I think it does a really good job kind of capping off kind of how I think it's the perfect ending for My Hero. I know a lot of people are upset with what happened, but I think for me personally, it's kind of like a back to square one kind of thing. Where it was like, yeah, you had all this shit, and you were the greatest hero. Like, you know, you were number 1. But you weren't the greatest hero because of what you had. You were the greatest hero because of who you were. And I think that's the perfect cap off to it. Because Deku wasn't the number 1 hero. You know, obviously it helped that he had, you know, One for All. Like, clearly that helped. But it's what he did with it and who he was as a person, even going into it. Episode 1, before he even got the powers, before he even met All Might, you know, the person he was, if he was Bakugo, if he was anyone else in 1A, he wouldn't have gone that far. He wouldn't have got that high. He might not have won the fight, you know? But I think because Shigaraki is such a, kind of like Frieza is to Goku, he's like the perfect polar opposite. He is essentially, as I viewed it, he is like Deku if Deku was a bad guy. Because they're both, you look at Shigaraki's whole story, they're just kids. You know, he had his innocence stolen from him and was forced to be into this whole plan that nobody knew was going on except for the dude orchestrating it. And Deku is just a kid who was just trying to make it as what he wanted. He's Deku if Deku had his innocence stolen from him, if he was forced to be into a bad situation. And I think the way it wraps up, the way everything in the last couple episodes happens, and then the outcome you get for Deku afterwards, I think it's just the perfect wrap up for his story. So I put it up there. I give it like a solid like 9.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Trav.
No, I was just saying it was a full circle moment, Like
Yeah.
he started and ended in a similar way, not just in the sense of where he's quirkless, but he aims to be the greatest hero of all time and the greatest hero of all time, but it's almost like it's beautiful in the way that he's still viewed that way despite where he is at presently in terms of his quirks.
Yeah.
And just what you were saying, Davon, is that it's because of the person that he is, the relationships that he formed along the journey, and hell, even the impact that he's had on the villains. Like, I mean, we see that Spinner wrote a book.
Right.
And people, well, it was funny
from the brilliant mind of.
Yo, wasn't it funny that they had someone in jail reading it? So like this is
who? So
this is like the whole Bible for them.
Was that like a villain from a previous season? Like reading that book, or was that just supposed to be like insert character A here? Type of time?
I don't know. I wanted to go back and see if that was some sort of Easter egg that we need to pick up on.
That's what I was thinking too.
They did bring back like a whole bunch of just not even like named characters. There were like a bunch of bits from like former seasons.
Right.
I think there was that one like doctor that looks like a Yoshi came back for like a little one second scene. And I was like, that's so cool. They're bringing back people we haven't seen for seasons or like just a couple episodes or however long.
Right.
Like everything about this is beautiful. But Trav, I wanted to touch on something you just said, just about like how it ended, how it started. I high key thug tear dropped when they gave Deku the suit, and All Might was just like, paraphrasing. He's like, "Yo, don't get it twisted. Like, even though like you about to have like this like utility suit, it's just like you earned this suit. Like, you know what you did. Like, this isn't a handout. This isn't because like we think you're less than and you need this." They was just like, "Yo, like everybody chipped in, especially Bakugo. Like, this is for you. You earned this, brother. Like, just like how you earned being inheritor." Yeah, and bro, that shit got me crazy. I was like, "Oh, let's go!"
The thing that got me was when they're in the hospital and Bakugo walks in and realizes he doesn't have quirks. I was like, "Oh,
that was."
He's like, "Oh, what you mean your flame going out, bro? What you talking about?
What you mean you don't got that?"
Right.
He said, "I got a lighter right here, bro. What you need?"
We were supposed to make the league together. What you mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Bro, he walked in, Deku had a torn ACL. He was like, "No, no."
He was Katie when he went down to Houston. He was like, wait. like, is this real? Like, what's happening?
Dog, we ain't even in college yet. You can't tear your ACL. What you doing?
He said, "Oh, my man about to lose his D1 scholarship." Oh, no.
Deku was Booby, man. Deku Miles.
Yo,
man.
Booby Miles. Deku Miles. Name of this episode, bro. He said, "You want to win? Put Deku in, bro."
Yeah, dog.
He may not got the speed no more, but he can hit them threes, dog. What you talking about?
He said 3-and-D, bro. 3-and-D.
A little stationary,
He said he about to hit that Iman Shump Cavaliers career, bro. Like, he's a solid utility player, yo. Like, I'm gonna earn my minutes.
Right.
But yeah,
I love,
bro, like,
I love too how all the heroes, their impact was so great that the villain, the emergence of villains started to decline, so it allowed them to kind of just do additional. Like, I just loved how a bunch of them were doing, in quote unquote, I'm doing this for those who are watching, non-hero shit now. Like, oh, they're focusing on research, doing
dance battling and shit.
It was kind of cool. They got to just like
personal dance crew.
They just got to like kind of live somewhat normal lives, because the whole time all the heroes were just like work, bro. Me working like 2 11-hour shifts back to back, dog. They were working 10. They were working 12. They never stopped moving, dog. Just constantly going. And you could see it. That's what I loved, is you could see the heroes get worn down both physically and like mentally throughout the whole series. There were times where people would be like, "Bro, I cannot keep doing this. Like, I'm getting my ass kicked. You need to sub me out. Like, bro, I need something.
Help me."
Yeah, it was funny whenever they're like, "Oh, we're going to send the kids in." Yeah, do it, bro. Do it. I need a break. Send the kids in.
No, me and Trav have talked about this so many times, how like class 1A is just like the cheat code. Like, all right, we can't figure it out. Send the kids in.
Yeah, right.
Yo, like even in the movies, like it gets to a point like it's like this is semi form of neglect, bro. Like it's like
Right.
you got mass murderers and genociders out there in the world. He's like, we can't figure it out. Send the kids in, yeah.
My 16-year-old, he can handle that. Which,
They got it, yo. Like they got it.
So throw a band-aid over it. Yeah.
And when they ain't even seniors, they basically just like sophomores, dog. Like,
for real.
Like, send the kids in, bro.
No, they got it.
Well,
They got it.
Yeah. You know what was I was also thinking about. I was watching this episode. It's almost like because you guys just brought up a great point of how they went through all the trials and tribulations of a hero as not even professional heroes, and the mental toll, not only just the physical but the mental toll. And it almost reminded me of kind of like how boomers and millennials are, where like boomers, they were taking it on the chin. They weren't going to really show their emotions or really let you inside on how fucking hard the grind and struggle is. They're just doing it, coming home, putting
They definitely kept
food
that
on the
secret to
table
themselves.
Yeah. Where then the millennials come in, they're a little bit more open with their feelings, more vulnerable, and then it's like, oh shit, yo, this is what these heroes have been going through. Hey, once we finish with this war, we're gonna talk about mental health. We're gonna go to these students. Hey, here's what's gonna happen when you become a professional hero. Once you step out of this classroom, you're gonna see some shit. And so, they were like, all right, we're not gonna and not even like to say that their previous generation had taught them wrong, but it was just like, we're going to make an example for the younger generation of how what we went through and what we want to be portrayed as and personified as heroes.
Yeah, you got like that's the perfect like examples, like boomers and millennials. You had like the boomer, and it sucks that he's the one getting compared to this, but like boomers was like Endeavor, all that shit he would go through, and he'd keep it to himself. But who knew about it was his family, and they didn't get told in the nicest way ever. He
got the shit end of the stick on.
Yeah,
that
bro.
one.
Endeavor was like, I'm gonna go through shit. Now you're gonna go through shit. But like then you had Deku. Like last season, we got to see like that whole thing that Deku went through, wherever he went through his vigilante arc. And then at the end of it, what happened? That motherfucker was like, I cannot keep doing this, but I have to keep doing this. And it took everybody in that class being like, motherfucker, if you don't sit down and take a break and just wait for a second.
Yo, that part when 1A all came through the warp gates like to help, and fucking freak ass Moneta leading the charge, giving the Captain America speech. Bro. If Deku's getting beat up, we're gonna brush ourselves off, and we're coming to get beat up.
Man,
bro, I's always the GOAT, bro. I's always the GOAT.
That shit. I was like, I had no idea, because when you get like the final boss battles, you get like the kaiju fights and like the 1v1 with like the crowd like rooting them on, but it's like they legit did not fuck up the formula. They said no, 1A has been doing this as a group this whole time. They about to do this shit as a group this final time, and just like how they all helped slingshot him up to get the final hit and everything, bro. That shit was so crazy, yo. I was because like I just knew when One For All came back with his Shigaraki shoot, and I was like, all right, him and Deku going 1v1 it, fight it out. Like Bakugo might come back, get some shots in. I thought it was gonna be like Todoroki might hit the big three. Their big three might do something with it. But yeah, like letting Creative cook, letting Uravity cook, Froppy, letting everybody get their shit off. Ida, secret MVP of the show, bro.
Hey, bro, Ida,
he was reliable, Mr. Reliable.
He deserves so much more recognition, dog.
Yes,
like throughout the whole show, he did so much shit and kept everybody like on task and motivated.
Yeah. And he didn't even want that job. Like the lead boy of the he didn't even want that. And he was like, nah, you our boy. You need that, yo. Like,
you honorable.
Him getting the NGM title from his brother, like him like passing it on, and then his brother now, because he got the legs, can help him out. That was the perfect ending for him. I was so happy for Ida, dog. I was so happy for everybody. Yo.
Yeah. For real.
I remember.
Well, actually, here's one thing that I was gonna say, that I would like just one chapter in the future of Moneta finally with
getting a girl,
woman of his dreams.
Right.
Just Moneta's wedding in the future. Just give me that.
I love how everybody draws Mineta, like, anytime they draw him, like, as a older teenager or, like, an adult, he's always, like, this big, skinny dude with, like, a jacket, and he, like, looks good, and I'm like, what the? No, bro. Your hero uniform is a diaper, dog. What are you talking about?
Diapers and grapes.
Bro, horrible combination.
Y'all can't DeviantArt Mineta for me. Like he's
the Gerber
he's
baby
gonna
starter pack
stay
fit,
the way he is, man.
The one person that, like, I feel like doesn't, and I've talked about this with my wife because she loves the show. The one person that we're like, do they really deserve to, like, be in 1A? Because you go through everybody. You're like, Deku, oh yeah, that makes sense. You know, Bakugo, that makes sense. Uravity, it makes it. You go down the list. It's like you can make an argument for the invisible girl because she's invisible. You know, especially after she figured out how good her quirk is.
She stepped her shit
bro,
crazy the final season.
Even Froppy, because you're like, oh, you know, you have a utility. The one person that, like, I always struggle to find, like, okay, you belong in the best class, is that motherfucker with the tail, bro. What, like, like, sometimes I'm like, what do you do?
Yeah.
What do you do other than have a tail? Like,
I can't even remember what's his name, bro. Like, I don't even know.
They just said he opened up a martial arts studio, I guess.
Yeah, but, which is sick. Like, he's a great martial artist, and he has a tail, but, like, you know, at the end of the story, whenever everybody's fighting All for One and Shigaraki, you could put Bakugo in that spot and be like, okay, that makes sense. You could put Uraraka in that spot. Okay, that makes sense. Where does he go, bro?
Big facts. Big. I want to actually tie, because I will say, as a series in its entirety, I have one critique, kind of to match yours, Davon, like in terms of like, oh, like why is he in 1A? I, for the life of me, tried so hard to care about the Kurogiri, Eraserhead, Awesome Mike friendship arc. I did not care nothing about my man getting turned into a Nomu and they couldn't get their friend back, yo. Like, I feel like they were trying to force feed that plot line down our throat, because it's like, outside of Eraserhead, I don't really care about Awesome Mike. Like, he cool. Like, he's a funny dude. Like, right. I like him, but it's like Mr. Izawa, like, that's my guy. Like, I fuck with him, so I fuck with him. But it's like when they like kept showing like the flashback arts to them as kids and like how they wanted to become heroes together. It's like I feel like I didn't get enough of that to care. When they were trying to like make him human again, I feel like we didn't get enough scenes of his actual human. Like, I feel like he never turned back into a human for me to be like, oh, they got their friend back. Mm-hmm. So like when he sacrificed himself to help them be All for One, Bakugo literally killed him. Yeah. and we didn't talk about, like, it literally just nothing. Like when Eraserhead and Awesome Mike are like at his gravesite paying their respects and everything, like, so yeah, he was on our side for a second to warp everybody to the fight, but then his loyalty to Shigaraki kicked in and he kind of went back to being bad, kind of, and Bakugo literally killed this motherfucker in front of everyone. No one batted an eye.
Yeah. I think you get a little bit more of his story in Vigilantes. I haven't read that all the way through.
I love Vigilantes,
but I think you get more of his story in that. So like that might help tie it in. But yeah, in the main series, it's kind of like, it's sad, you know, it's like touching, but like it's kind of just like thrown in there. It feels almost like last minute. Yeah. And I mean I still kind of fuck with it, but at the same time I agree. It's like I didn't really get enough development with that to actually like have a connection to it. And then they just kind of like, and he's gone. And I'm like, okay, so nobody cared about
Dog. Like,
it's like they went, he's bad again, kill him. Okay.
Yo. And it's just like,
oh shit, all right, hold up.
Y'all spent like all of season 7 with him strapped to a chair trying to like reform him for this like one thing. So like, all right, cool. So he can help execute the plan to warp everybody in it. So it's like, all right, cool. Mini redemption, sure. But then it's just like, he switched back and Bakugo one-shotted him. Like that, no one cradled his head. It was just like, you did a good job, bro. Like it's just he just like faded off into nothing.
They were like, listen, dude, you got to be good for 1 second. We want our Avengers moment. We all want to come through the portal. We all want to do the cool thing, and then you can go back to being bad.
Yo, and then especially like when you get development in stories like Dabi, aka Toya, or like Himiko, or Twice. Like when Hawks had to kill Twice, that shit hurt me, bro. That shit hurt my heart. Like I was like, damn, Twice was
you're
the
like,
boy.
you're like, I understand, but damn.
Yeah.
or Himiko like sacrificing herself to save
Oh,
gravity.
dude,
Like,
that was a fantastic little arc right there. That shit was beautiful. I love the fact that Danger Sense wasn't going off because she wasn't doing it like she wasn't doing it out of malice. To her, she was like, "Oh no, I love Deku," and he's like, "Why can't I sense that? Like, she's gonna kill me." Oh yeah, because she's not doing it out of like spite or anger or hatred. She's doing it because she loves you. It's like, oh, that's kind of fucked up.
Like there's a life lesson. There's a life lesson in there somewhere.
Yeah, I love you so much. I want to drain the blood from you. But whoa.
She said, "No, my love language is stabbing. That's my love language."
And I just love your jugular so much, you know.
Right.
Somewhere, someone's gonna be like, "Man, I don't want that Yusuke and Keiko love. I want that
Himiko love. I want that Himiko.
Oh no! Hell
no!
They said I want that Himiko Deku Uravity love triangle love. That's what I want, yeah.
Bro, you wishing for death right there.
And I was about to say, and then you find yourself on the 11 o'clock news.
Yeah, you wake up and you're like, "Why can't I touch it?" Oh, I'm a ghost. Oh shit!
Word. You thought you
wake up
down
and
for
you're
a
at the
nap?
pearly gates.
Yeah. You wake up, go to get yourself some like a bowl of cereal. Your hand goes through the fridge.
Go through the shit. Like,
wait a minute,
bitch.
Said, I didn't open up the blind yet. Why is the sun? Wait, why are the clouds beneath me? What is going on?
Could you imagine? And this is like high thoughts. Could you imagine like? Let's say like, you know, like most movies when you die, it's just like your astral form is just like, oh, you're in your body 1 minute and then you're not in your body. It's like, oh shit. Could you imagine like the angel or whatever astral being is like the person that has to like welcome the person that died for the first time? Is that you probably get the same freak out every time. You're just like, yeah, I get it. You're dead. All right. Yeah. Have your moment. It's like, all right, beg for me to put you back. I can't. Like, you know, like
you're dead.
You've been on that job for like millions of years. And it's just like, all right, you're about to throw up. It's okay. Just breathe. You're a ghost now. No, this can't be undone. No matter how much begging you do, it's okay. Like,
and eventually like, hey man, you my last of the day. Come on, let's go.
I'm finna clock out, dog. Like I've been here for I've been on a 24-day shift, dog.
He said, yo, this is my Friday, bro. He said, go through the grief. Let's go through the grief so I can get you up top, bro.
Wrap it up, dog.
He said, you staying or you going?
Yeah.
You staying or you going?
He's answering your questions before you ask him, just trying to get you out of there.
He said, yes, you're dead. No, this can't be undone. Yes, there's a heaven. Come on.
Hey, man, the doctor been warning you to change your diet and didn't listen. So come on. This could have been prevented.
He said, yes, if you stay behind, you will turn into a hollow. Yes, the soul society is real. I suggest you come with me.
We got like 5 seconds to get moving. We got to keep it pushing, dog.
He said, Byakuya Kuchi is on the way, and he is pissed. He been waiting for your ass to check for years, yo. Come on.
Yo, I gotta ask y'all, man. Why did they do my man Tagada with that haircut? They gave him that like he already kind of had a little like the flip before. That was like,
the Swiss roll, the Swiss roll front. Yo, I was like, why they do Lemillion like that, bro?
I was like,
listen, bro, Lemillion. I love that he's always just so goofy, even in the face of like death, because like. Yeah. What other person is gonna show up and distract the main villain of the show by sticking his ass out, bro? Yeah. What are you talking about?
Yo, that's like high key. That's one of my favorite moments in the series because it's like the way that they animated like his sheer fear. He's like, yo, this is either gonna work or I'm dead right now. You know? Like you can see that in his face, like with the tear, and he's just like shaking and shit. He's like, oh, please let this work.
Yourself in the most way.
Yo, like he's like, please let this work,
bro. I just want to know what went through his head when they're like, hey, bro, go distract him. Why was his first thought? Let me toot it up real quick. Let me throw it back on the main villain.
Let me twerk something.
Like, why was
he said, toot that thing up, Bobby, make it work.
Bro had that little light bulb pop up, and he's like, I have a plan.
He said, I was just listening to Pop Lock and Drop It before this fight started.
Yeah.
I know what to do.
Bro's like, I've been listening to a lot of Cardi B, dog. I have an idea. I know what's gonna work.
He said, Lemillion Yellow, bro. He's like, I know what to do. I know what to do.
A million yellow.
Oh man. But so we touched on like the final fight. So we gotta definitely talk about the 52 fake out final fight where Deku was fighting Shigaraki. And Davon, you had mentioned like how Danger Sense wouldn't go off for Himiko. So like I can't think of a better way to transition than, sir, you are the sixth user. Thick user? I'm a netta. The thick user. You are the sixth user of the great quirk that all might pass on to Deku, brother. It's like, I gotta get your in real life reaction to that moment where Deku had to keep shooting off the different quirks to try to pierce the heart of Shigaraki, and he's just like sending him. And when he went to send Gear Shift, and was just like, no, send me, I'm expendable. And they're like, no, bro, we need you, bro. So it's like, let me know how you felt about that moment, dog.
That it was so weird in my head because when I got cast, I was like, oh, I gotta like read the rest of the series because I'm gonna be in this bitch. Like I need to just know what's happening. And I remember when I got to that part, I was like, wait a minute. I'm dead. I'm not alive anymore. I'm just a spirit in the main character's body. Why the fuck am I getting character development? Why am I getting a little character arc? Like, where is this going? I'm already gone. Like, what? But it was it was really cool.
You can't grow in the afterlife, bro.
I guess, I just in my head it was like, oh, okay, we're gonna develop this character's like self-esteem, but he's dead, and then he's just gonna go away. Like, what? But the coolest moment about that was seeing that little build up with the Gear Shift, the second user, being like, we gotta send me, dog, like, because, and the plan was, if we get rid of me, Deku doesn't have that like blowback anymore from using my quirk. Like that takes it away. And now Shigaraki, he can use it, but that shit's gonna tear him up. Like he's gonna decay himself essentially. Mm-hmm. And in being like, no, just send me because he has search. I'm gonna make a cloud of smoke and he's gonna look through it. Like who would want my quirk anymore? And I remember it was kind of funny because I had seen a whole bunch of rankings whenever the season I got cast as the sixth user. All of it was coming out. And everyone was like, oh, ranking the quirks, dead last, sixth user, dead last, sixth user, dead last. I was like, all of you people, all y'all thinking is just like, oh, well, this one doesn't do damage, so it sucks. Oh, this one isn't like attack. It can't like fight, so last. And I'm like, bro, none of y'all are thinking about the combo of Smokescreen and Danger Sense. Being able to make yourself invisible, and like the drawback is, oh, I can't see where the attack's coming from. But you can feel that shit. And also when Deku starts using Smokescreen to push himself away, like as a propulsion, like when he spits it out of his mouth, I was like, dude, this is you have to be creative with it. It doesn't suck. You just gotta think about it.
That's right. And let's be real. Deku was spamming the shit out of Smokescreen once he unlocked it. He loved Smokescreen, bro. Like when he was fighting Lady Nagant, like he loved Smokescreen, dog. So I was like,
he even told the sixth user, he was like, bro, I'd be dead if I didn't have Smokescreen. Like I would not have won that Lady Nagant fight. She would have capped my ass like immediately.
I'm saying, I'm just
put some respect on the sixth name.
I'm real interested now that the show has ended. If we were to like re-rank the quirks of One for All.
Let's get that back.
Let's put some respect on the sixth user's name, bro.
I was like, he gets at least fourth, right? He gets like right up.
1000%. Because I'm like, the ones that go like, obviously, like once he like locked in on Gear Shift like that was like his shit. He's like, I'll fuck with this one. Like, and I'll be like, rightfully so. But
Gear Shift and Fajin, that combo was insane.
I'm saying, but it's just like if I'm looking at like Deku's,
you got the coup right.
You're right. You see it. Damn, I didn't even think about that. Goku, Deku. Oh shit! like mind blown. I'm saying like Smokescreen, Float, Black Whip. That was Goku's like that was his I call him Goku again. Dang.
Who's gonna let you spin? Don't worry.
You know what? I don't want to see him go, so I don't want to call him by name. I'm trying to get rid of Goku. That's why I don't want I don't want Deku to leave my life. That's why I keep calling him. But yeah, but like Deku's like his cocktail of favoritism was definitely like float, smoke screen, black whip. Like he was using them three together all the time, yo. Like,
yeah, I think if Deku had a quirk like just off rip, like he didn't just get one for all, it really feels like the way Deku was kind of going about the back half of the show, it feels like Black Whip was like his quirk. Like it felt, and he also has like that inspiration from Spider-Man, you know, so it makes sense that would feel like his quirk because he's the friendly neighborhood superhero. Why wouldn't you want Black Whip for him, dog? But the way he uses the quirks, there's like a little part, and it was the final episode I got to record for because I don't talk again after that. But it was the moment where he has that memory from the tournament arc, and Spinner's there, and he's all confused. There's right before that, there's a whole arc where he's using a whole scene where he's using smokescreen, and the 6 user is just like, "Why are you using this? Like he can detect you, dog. This doesn't make sense." And whenever it starts working, and he starts like throwing him off because he moves the second user down to this little tendril of Black Whip, and he's like, "Oh shit, he's there," and he's not. The 6 user is all like, "Hey, bro, what is happening? Like, this is amazing. Who would have even thought to do this?" And then when it wraps up,
I didn't even think of that.
Right? He's like, "You can do that? You can do that?" But when it wraps up,
somebody bring me back to life. I want to try that real quick. Let me see if I can.
Hey, wait, let me take over real quick. Let me see
if I can try that real quick. He said, "Yo, you mind if I get my quirk back real quick? I want to see if I can do that." Yeah.
And then he just gets one tap. He's like, "Oh, wait, no, hold up.
Never mind.
You got it. But in that moment where he has that flashback and he sees Spinner there because their memories start like merging together, it's the last like 4 lines I get to say in the series. And I remember being in the booth saying those lines and watching it, having already read the manga and then watching the preview and then going for the take. In my head, I was like, okay, how do I like simplify this in my head so I don't overthink it and I just get the line across? Because I'm like, okay, I'm yelling, I'm just yelling at Deku. I'm yelling these lines at Deku. What emotion do I need to pull from this? And you know, a lot of people probably would have thought, oh, you need to think like desperation. Oh, you need to think like, hey bro, you got to wake up. Like, but the one thing I told myself right before the beeps went off and I said the lines, what am I trying to get across here? And I thought about all the times I'm playing like Helldivers with my friends or a horror movie, like a scary game or some shit. Or like just Battlefield, just like playing Battlefield and screaming at your friend. You're being a medic, and you're like, "Hey, bro, you ain't gonna die on me. You're a medic." And so my brain clicked, and I was like, "Oh, I'm just telling him to lock in. That's all I'm doing. I'm screaming my heart out because I'm like, hey, bro, this is like life or death. You're fucking standing there still. You need to wake up and lock in and fix this." And going into it, I remember I don't think I almost passed out, but I definitely didn't. I wasn't fully conscious. I was fully locked in on that scene. I was staring at the words and I was reading them and I was screaming. And that's whenever it was done, I was like, oh, wait, I already recorded it. Oh, shit. Okay. And we played it back and I was like, okay, let me do one more for good measure. And I remember the first take is what we used. But I was like, okay, this is the first time I ever entered like the flow state. Like I just kind of sat there.
You went Ultra Instinct on it. Yeah.
I think I even like halfway through closed my eyes and I was just like, you got to keep going. I was just screamed it. And I was like, okay, well, I'm ready to do we did it? Oh shit. Okay.
He had the Rocky warm up music in the background. I love that, brother. Do you what do you remember like from that day? Like I was like, obviously like when you're in the booth and you like had that emotions and you unlocked Ultra Instinct, but like when you woke up that day, you were just like when did the moment hit you that day or prior to like, damn, like this is the end of an era? Because like obviously like us as fans of it, when we got like the dates announced, it's just like, okay, we know we got this much left, but it's like you would have got like an official, like, hey brother, this is your last day on this job.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like, so you received it from like a fan aspect and a professional aspect, like the end of the road of this long journey is like, take us through that headspace.
So I knew that it was, obviously I knew it was ending, because when I got cast, I was like, oh, we got like 2 seasons left, you know, like we're coming close to the end of the manga, which means we're coming close to the end of the show. So I had 2 years to think about that final panel I read in the manga, my final like little speech I got to do. I had 2 years to like sit on that and think about it. And I forgot about it. And I knew it was there in the back of my mind, but like I wasn't thinking about it anymore. I'm like, we got to keep moving. We got new shows. We got new games. We got like life goes on, right?
You weren't saying that to yourself in the mirror every morning when you woke up?
Hey, bro.
Rehearsing that same line for 2 years up until the day. My man was over prepared. Yeah.
I rehearsed it for maybe the first month and then the last month before it came out. I was like, oh shit, this is happening. Like, oh
yeah,
shit. But that day, I remember I woke up and I was really, it was a good day. You know, I was happy. I was like, cool, I get to go make money. I get to go do what I love. And then I remembered what I was recording that day, and all of a sudden the happiness went, shit. It's just like kind of left. And I remember going in, recording, super amped up, like just, you know, super jittery the whole time. Just like, okay, we get to do this. This is the big moment. We do the thing. We go home. It's going to be good. And I go in, we record. The week before, when I recorded the previous episode, I still knew. I was even talking to Manny, the director for the final season. I was like, this is coming up. And I get like this little character arc for this character that I got cast as like 2-3 years back. If I cry in this booth, I'm apologizing in advance.
He said, leave it in the episode. Leave it in the episode.
And I remember we recorded it. And I was like, no, you know, I got through, you know, fist bumped him, gave him a hug, walked out. And I got a little snack because I was like, I'm just going to go home, drink my little Topo Chico, whatever. And I remember I finished recording it. Everything's done. That's my last line. And I got to my car and I turned on my car and I took my Topo Chico and I sipped it. And I think I sat there for about 5 minutes and I just cried. Because it was like that, for me as an actor, is the biggest moment that I've had in my career so far. In the biggest show I have been blessed to be a part of in my career so far. So for me, it was the first time I really got to just like have a cathartic moment and just like scream, just like tell the main character, you know, growing up watching Krillin tell Goku to lock in. I was like, that's cool. That's that. And then I got to do that for like the first time in my career. And I was like, man, I think 10-year-old me came back. 10-year-old me like came to the surface for a second. It was like, you fucking did it, dog. Like, that's what we wanted to do. And you just did it. So I just had to sit there in my car and I was like, man, this shit means something to me, man.
Bro, I didn't even think about that. You definitely gave the main protagonist the boot and rally speech, bro. Like,
yeah,
that's like a major trope in all anime, dog. And you got
we always remember that moment. Always remember that moment.
1000%, bro. And it's just like, I'll speak for me and Trav, brother. Like when I tell you, like when that episode happened in the sub, I know you probably had already recorded the lines for it, but me and Trav was just like, yo, we can't wait for Davon do this part, bro. Like,
bro,
I can't wait for the
dubs. This shit means something to me, man.
Run that scene back. Like, let's
look,
go.
Let's
fucking go.
Dead ass watch that episode back for the dub, just for your part, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Like, he was like, we got to support our boy. And then the I was like, oh, that's our boy. No.
Dog, that's my favorite episode. I know that there's other episodes that like I should hold higher to it, but like I'm never gonna forget that moment, man.
You never should.
That shit was art.
Yeah, and I remember like leading up to that episode, like we'll admit it, because it's in the archives. People can go back and listen. Like me and Trav were a bit skeptical about like a Shigaraki redemption arc, and them like, you know, trying to, you know, atone for the sins of his past and everything. But like how they did it was amazing. Like how he got to have that moment with his grandma and everything. Like it's just I didn't feel like they just put the main fight on pause and then send us somewhere else just to like fill time. And it's just like, y'all know damn well we only got 3 episodes left. Why are you giving us this shit?
Yeah, right.
Like, but I was just like, I left that super like fulfilled, because I felt like the end of 7 leading to 8, it kind of felt like they were telegraphing, oh, Deku's gonna get Shigaraki to turn into a good guy, and that's how this show ends. Like, and I was just like, yeah, I guess that's kind of par for the course, but I didn't want that.
No,
like,
I think that would have been bad, because Shigaraki, like, yeah, we all, my beliefs as a person, as a human, my friends call me a little naive because of it. Anytime I meet someone, they're like, why are you so trusting? Why are you so nice? I'm like, because I believe in the good in everybody. You know why? Because I was raised on anime. That's what it taught me. I believe everybody got a little bit of good in there. But I think the way they did it with Shigaraki was perfect, because he got his redemption. You saw his soul go from dark to white. That shit went from, oh, I'm just an evil person, because this is who I was like bred to be by this dude who was manipulating me my whole life, to, no, I just want to be a good guy, man. Like, I didn't want any of this. But he didn't get the, like, oh, look, now I'm with everybody. And I thought it was perfect that he didn't get to just keep going. Like, I having him die was art to me. I was like, oh, they didn't go, oh, you're a good guy now. It was like, I can tell you're a good guy, but you still gotta go. Like, that's just how this is how it's gotta work.
What you did,
When I tell you that last exchange between him and Deku, to go on what you're saying, Davon, like, bro, it was like perfection. Like, we didn't get like that whole like, oh, I feel so bad for you, and like, if only we had known each other as kids, like, life would have been. We didn't get none of that. Like, Shigaraki was just like, yo, let the world know that I never stop fighting and that I just like to destroy shit. And Deku, like, he didn't give him no like cosigner like that, a boy. He was just like, yeah, you destroyed shit. I loved that line so much. Yo, he said, let him know. He said, let him know that I destroyed until my last breath. He said, that you did.
If I said anything else, I'd be lying.
Yo, it was so perfect, because it was just like a little bit of like, I respect you because you're clearly were my arch nemesis, but he was like, you're a piece of shit and killed mad people that I care about. And he was like, I can't give you the satisfaction of a bro out moment, bro. Like,
you got to go, dog. Like,
yeah, like, you don't like me, I don't like you. Let's not pretend on our last day. Yo.
I hear what you're saying, but I still gotta do what I gotta do.
Yo, that delivery was like, even Deku's face, like, it wasn't a smile, it wasn't a smirk, it was just deadpan. He's like, yeah, you sure did.
So I'll let Spitter know. All right, but in the meantime,
facts.
Yeah,
he's like, I'll let your homie know. I'll get around to it when I get around to it.
They did that so well, because like the fight, the like mental battle between Deku and the One For All users, where they're like, you gotta kill this man, and Deku's like, no, I can save him. Like, I can save everybody. That's what a hero does. Deku having that moment where he's like, I saved you in a way. Like, I can tell that you're like regretful, and you found yourself again. You went through all this shit, and I know you went through all this shit, and I know that this isn't who you were born to be. This is who you were made into, and you felt that again right before you passed on. But I gotta kill you.
I can't let you pass.
He's like, if you can somehow untether yourself from One For All before this door shuts, we'll talk. He's like, but if you can't make it, I'm not gonna try to help you make it. Bro.
Yeah, bro. There's nothing I can do. This is out of my head.
He said, if you can get your body back off the strength, we'll see what we could do, bro.
Like, that's above my pay grade, man.
He said, that's a you thing, bro. That's internal, dog.
Shigaraki went through so much shit, but like, I think one of my favorite moments in the series was a while ago when he was fighting Star and Stripe. Because I love Star and Stripe, bro. Star and Stripe's the GOAT. Her quirk was broken. But I can't get over the fact that she lost to schizophrenia. Yes. She didn't lose that fight because she was weaker or because she couldn't beat him. She lost
personality disorder.
Yeah. She didn't lose because he was better than her or smarter than her. She lost because she was like, hey, Shigaraki, you don't get to hit me anymore. He's like, who the fuck is Shigaraki? What? What do you mean?
So wait, what we talking?
He said, "That's not how this works."
You think I know who Shigaraki is? I don't even know who I am.
Yeah, that. I mean, you know what? That actually brings us to like a pretty good topic. Like, as we reflect on like the series as a whole, what's your GOAT fight? Any season.
There's so many good fights, man. I remember watching the Deku fight with Muscular when it came out.
Oh, classic.
The animation on Bakugo versus All for One was so clean, bro.
Quirk explosion. My Glorilla. What's going on, bro? Explosion.
She said twerk explosion.
Quirk explosion.
What quirk? Who has that quirk?
Favorite
fight in the series as a whole.
All right, I'll give you one. I'll give you one like pops into my head immediately just to kind of get the wheels turning. Lemillion versus Overhaul from season 4. That fight.
That's a good fight.
When he loses his powers, but like wins the day for a moment.
That fight.
I like
hurt.
that fight. I liked that fight better than the Deku Overhaul fight with the kaiju battle in the sky with Eri on his back. But yeah, that Lemillion fight. That one. I was like, no, not my man. Don't got no powers,
right?
No more.
You're like, he was supposed to be the number 1. What? No.
Which I love that little wink and a nod that he did still end up being the number 1. I love that. Like, he was the original choice. Deku took his spot. Deku lost his quirk. He went back to being the heir apparent to the throne. So I really like that they let him get that back.
Yeah.
Like, all right, bro, you could be number 1 again. We got you, bro.
Mine's Shoto versus Dabi.
Oh, bro, that's a good ass fight.
Shoto versus Dabi.
I just remember, and I remember too when he
round 1 or round 2. which one?
Round 2
was when the family got involved, like when Endeavor, and then
round 1.
When he went round 1. Yeah, the first fight where you thought he won.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
But because like I just remember my reaction when we even learned that Dabi was Toya. And I just because when that episode happened and when he poured the water over I said, that's Toya.
Yeah.
So ever since that moment, I was like, all right, I was like waiting for that Shoto versus Dabi fight to happen. And so that's my and Shoto's probably my favorite character in the show. So
and Dabi Toya is my favorite character. The meta commentary when Dabi revealed he was Toya, and he was just like, there ain't but so many fire quirks in the world. How didn't you know it was me?
That is a very good point.
Which is crazy because I was just like, it makes so much sense. How did I not realize that?
I remember being in high school and everyone was just like, oh, dude, it's totally going to be him. And I was one of the guys that was like, it's not obvious. Like, it's a fire quirk. Like, is that much of a coincidence? But when they revealed it, it was super nice. And Dabi, bro, the fact that Dabi had the strongest flames out of everybody, but the drawback was his body couldn't handle it.
Yeah,
he was the strongest. His fire was stronger than anyone in that family, but his body just couldn't. He couldn't handle that shit, bro.
Right.
Dang. Azula had blue fire. Zuko definitely had half a face.
Yeah.
Shoto had the half face. Like
abusive dad.
Abusive dad. Mom who wasn't around. Hey, fucking yo. Crack the code. Hey, we cracked the code. Look at us. Bridging generational gaps between Avatar and My Hero.
I feel like my favorite fight, because my favorite character in My Hero is Bakugo. It was from day one. Yeah, even though I knew so many people that hated him because like he's just a bully. He's so mean. I was like, hey, but he got it though. Like he's talking his shit, but he's walking that walk, bro.
If he didn't bully young Midoriya, we would have never got Deku, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Literally.
But I think it's so funny because like, those two fights, y'all's favorite fights have so much like impact in like a emotional, like, oh shit, this is like a life or death situation kind of fight.
Story beats. Yeah.
And it's so funny because I think my favorite fight in the series is from way back when, and it's not a life or death situation. There's two that I'm really hard pressed to choose between, and both of them are fights between heroes. And I think a close second is gonna be when Deku and Bakugo fought each other, and Deku was doing those fucking dance moves.
The street clothes fight?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Whenever Bakugo was like let me just put the pause on you, bro. Like, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. You beat the shit out of me. We gotta work through this. I love that scene because of like how emotional it was for me. I was like, oh, Bakugo's like actually kind of maturing. Like, we're getting that development finally. Like, we've cracked through that hard outer skull. But I think my favorite fight, whenever I think about My Hero, I think about the tournament arc. Whenever they first introduced us to the dude who could mind control you, that whole little tournament in season 2.
That arc was fire.
My favorite fight from that arc was Uraraka versus Bakugo. There was something like, it's not the longest fight, it's not the most intense fight, but there's just something about that like moment where Bakugo looked at her and was like, yeah, I see you. Yeah, you got it. That would have worked on anybody else but me. Like, if you weren't up against me, that shit would have worked. That was tough. But I'm just him. I was like, bro, that whole fight, and the fact that he paid respect, because Uraraka was working so hard to keep up with everybody. She was trying so fucking hard to keep it. She was like, you know what? I'm going to do this trick that I'm going to make this trick on the fly. Bakugo's not going to expect it. And I'm going to beat him. And I'm going to show everybody that I can keep up with everybody. And I was like, oh, cool. You know, that's like a trope that happens. Yeah. And then Bakugo just went, nah, and just got rid of it. I'm like, okay, that was tough. But I think what capped it off was the respect he showed her afterwards. Him just being like, yeah, like, that shit would have worked on anybody but me.
Hey, I'm just that boy. Have Bakugo and Todoroki ever fought?
They were supposed to, but then Todoroki was like, nah, you got it.
Yeah. I'm about to say, I'm trying to think like, damn, they never spun the block and did that. I would love to see that fight. Like,
Bakugo would have won that. Bakugo would have had that.
I don't know, bro.
Bakugo would have had that.
Well, now that we know what we know, and Bakugo's like he mastered his quirk and shit. Like, my man can
how about his name? How about his hero name?
Oh yeah, that long ass Jones.
Lord Explosion, whatever.
Like,
Dynamite.
Great murder, God,
Captain
Dynamite.
Murder, Game of Thrones.
I think they just call him Dynamite now. Like, officially, they're like, it's Dynamite. I'm like, that makes sense.
They said what? Yeah, we just call you Dynamite, bro.
Yeah, like, and that's a fire hero name.
No,
bro. It's right on. Like, I love that Ed Shot and Best Genius are like his like mentors now. Like with him and like his older state and everything like those. And shout out, Ed Shot was the real MVP, bro. Like,
hey, bro,
he was the real MVP of that final war, dog. Him and Best Genius fucking put in fucking work.
Oh yeah,
for UA, yo. Like did. Yeah, man. Shout outs to them.
I'll never forget when Aizawa Aizawa was about to, when he fucking chopped off his leg, bro. And then he was like, I gotta lock in. But then the dude who can take your quirk, and he gets so slept on because he started using Aizawa's quirk. It's like, hey, bro, I'll take over for you real quick.
Yeah.
I was like, that's so clutch. The crazy dude goes from, oh, I just want to take your quirk, to, oh, I'm going to take your quirk and I'm going to save the day with it because I want to be the main character. He got his little moment. I thought that was cool.
Yeah. I liked him a lot too. He was a fucking douchebag in that. That one arc. So that was actually going to be my next season. Next question. What's your favorite season?
I want to say season 2 because that has my favorite opening.
Season 2 opening was fire.
It was fire. It was the way it set up the whole season. They're all doing their stretches and get ready for the work, like the fucking tournament. And I love the tournament. That arc was great. It's between that and the final season because I just can't get over the Bakugo fight, bro. Yeah, the Bakugo fight was so good.
Yo, letting him kill All For One was like not on my bingo card, but I'm so happy.
Yeah, his final boss was he was the final boss for All For One.
Yeah, 1000%.
I love that they gave Deku got Shigaraki. It was like, oh well, we have this other major villain. Oh, Bakugo got that.
Yeah, and then 1A got All For One, like reincarnating, like the class.
Yeah,
the big fight, which I thought was fire. Damn, favorite season. Season 4 was so good, bro. Like the overall and airy.
Yeah,
like
bro.
When she first ran into Deku in the million, and they were just like, "Are you good?" Like, and then that just like spiraled into the craziest week ever.
Yeah, bro.
Like that season was so crazy. But I will say, super sleeper season. I loved season 5. Like when they were doing the what was it, 1A versus 2A or 1A versus 1B? That whole training arc back and forth when they were doing like the Hunger Games shit. That was a really
that
good,
motherfucker
that
with
shit
the comic
fun,
sound effect quirk.
Yeah.
The onomatopoeia ass quirk.
That season was so fun. Or like the mushroom girl, like that season was so
Bro,
fun.
she's
Like,
clutch. Her quirk's actually like
super
that quirk.
clutch.
That quirk is that's slept on, bro.
Yeah, what was when they invaded the not the League of Villains, but when they turned into like that organization. What the fuck was that organization with the dude who had the anger management quirk? Shit. When they jumped.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, what was that called? It's like the somethings or like yeah, but like when they raided that building and had like that plan and shit and everything, she came in super clutch. Yo, like
oh bro, even like Vanta Black. I thought that was cool because I was like, oh, they have like a shadow quirk too, just like we have the big shadow bird. They got a dude who's just shadow.
Yeah, that shit was that was like because there wasn't like any super serious stakes, and the season 4 was so dark. Like that shit was super dark. We had like the stealing quirk bullets and everything and all that stuff, and Lemillion using his powers, and we got the big three, the introduction of the big three. Like we let them cook. Yeah, so having
I think getting that little breather of like, okay, we're going back to like
was it the Meta Liberation Army?
Yes, that's what it was. The Liberation Army. Yeah, like
also, bro, the dude. What is his name? Why can't I remember it? It's
the anger management guy.
It's
who gets mad and turns into the smudge monster thing.
Dr. Doofenshmirtz. No, it's the dude. He has his moment in like. Maybe not the final season, but the one before it. I can't remember. But his whole thing is he fights Spinner, and he's from 1A, and he has like the different limbs and shit.
Oh, the tentacle dude.
Yeah, him getting his moment, bro. Him getting his moment was so cool.
Damn, I'm trying to remember what his name was. Yeah, I liked him a lot, and then him being like the spokesperson for like heteromorphic equality and all that
human
stuff.
rights activist.
Yeah, that shit was dope. Yeah, I feel like they nailed it on like everybody's like 8 year later time skip.
Bro. Everybody got their perfect wrap up. It was great.
I would have liked to see like Tokiyomi get more because I feel like he was propped up so much in one. I can't remember what season it was. It was either 4 or 5. Like where they were just like, yeah, your quirk is crazy, big dog. Like we need you with us. Like, but they were propping him up. Like when they teamed him up with Hawks, and Hawks was helping him trying to like like really hone in. I thought that he was gonna be like kind of like a sleeper third member of the big three, like Deku. Well, 4. He would have been the 4th member of the big three. So yeah, like Deku, Bakugo, Todoroki, then like Tokiyami. But I feel like he just kind of faded in, and I won't say nothing.
Nah, bro, you gotta think about it. Think about DC. You got Superman. You got the Flash. You got Green Lantern. You got all the shiny people.
He's Batman.
He's Batman. He's literally his quirk's strong at night. He was trying to control it when it got dark. That motherfucker turned into Batman.
Here we go. That's why we didn't see him in like the the after because the sun was up. That's why.
He's sleeping during the day.
Had they all linked up at nighttime for Deku's return to superhero, and he would have been right front and center. Now, before the comments, because he was there, I said, we know he was there. These are jokes, people. We understand. Well, Trav, you said your favorite season was season 4 as well, right?
Yeah.
It's such a good season, man.
4 was so good. But Devon, you said it perfectly. Like 5 with like it's all in school shit. Like we just let y'all like we had a murder season. Like we really got some fun.
We got like development too, because we had was it season 5 or maybe it wasn't, but it was when one of my favorite moments was whenever they had Yayarozu, the creation girl, whenever her and Todoroki were trying to get away from Aizawa, and that wherever they were like, hey, we're gonna develop you guys and see if you can. Really and her whole thing was like, you're the leader. Like she was the leader. It was her and Ida. Ida was like the big like motivational like team captain. She was the brains behind the operation.
That's facts.
And seeing her and Todoroki get to take down Aizawa, I was like, hey, they did it. Hey, they beat the teacher to beat. Yeah, that shit was good. And then whenever 1A and 1B fought, it was like her trying to prove herself as a leader versus the girl with the big ass hands. Like whenever they were fighting each other.
John with the big hands.
Yeah, bro.
And we got like the reintroduction of like Shinzo and like when he got Eraserhead's like scarf and stuff and like kind of took up that man. And you peeped like when they did the 8-year time skip, he basically had like Eraserhead's whole fit.
Yeah.
He had like the black.
That was his dude, bro. He loved that dude.
Yeah.
I did. Oh, I loved what they did with Naval Laser. His whole like little moment. Because
him being the spy was.
Do you remember all the like theories and
dude.
shit on the internet with everybody like, who is it? Who's gonna be? Everyone for some reason, the whole fandom thought it was gonna be Uraraka. They thought it was gonna be the Gravity Girl.
No,
because they were like, oh, she's poor, she needs stuff for her family, and then it was that dude, and it all tied into him being a kid and his parents being like, he doesn't have a quirk, give him something, give him something.
Yo, I will say. My hero did the whole double agent storyline, probably the best out of like maybe any anime that I've ever seen, or definitely like top 5, because it's like the double betrayal, friend enemy friends. It's like that's a constant anime trope, and it's usually played the same way, but it's just like. I loved how in the early seasons, like when in season 2, like when Deku was fighting Muscle Man and like they found them in the forest, or like when they teleported into UA and they was just like, how the fuck did y'all get in here? And like they planted those seeds that there was a snake, but they didn't highlight that it was a snake. I feel like most animes would like have like the dastardly music or like people questioning like, oh shit, how did they figure that? They just kind of like threw it out there like, oh yeah, bad guys doing bad guy shit. Or even the scene, I want to say, matter of fact, it was the end of season 4 where Deku finally had like the first dream, or like him and all the other users in like the round table room and stuff. And Ayama was like on his balcony spying on him. And he was like, what the fuck was that? But then when it happened, it was like him trying to like write a letter to him. Like they like played it off so well. Yeah. Like he was just like, oh brother, I was just only on your window shield to do this and stuff. And it totally made you forget that happened. And it's like, and it was exactly what you thought it was. Like, oh, this motherfucker was spying on him for the ops. And he's like, oh, Ayama's the traitor. But then like they literally like swept it under the rug with whatever the fuck he was trying to like talk to Deku about when he like pulled him to the side. He was like, oh, I was trying to have this conversation with you on the side and everything and blah blah blah. Yeah,
I think another thing they did that made it better, that shit lasted for seasons.
That's what I'm saying.
It wasn't just like, oh, there's a traitor. Oh, we figured it out. It was like, oh, there's a traitor in season 2. Oh, there might be a traitor. And then in season 7, they're like, hey, it's this dude. What do you mean it took us like damn near 6 seasons to find him?
And it wasn't even until, I think it was season 6.
Remember what we said last time? We keep telling y'all someone is snitching in here.
Yeah, it was either the end of 5 or the start of 6, like where the principal finally like said, like, I'm afraid there's a traitor amongst us. But it's like you said, like they just kind of kept getting like one-upped, and like they were trying to like, how the fuck did they get the drop on us? Like, and they just
how'd they know we were gonna be here?
Yeah, like what? Like what you mean the Nomus was waiting on us? Like I'm so confused, bro. Like, but yeah, they played that shit so well, and like you said, like his arc from doing, because like when he turned out to be the traitor, I was like, fuck him, scum of the earth. But then it's just like, they redeemed him without like forcing me to like him again. Like they left it completely up to me, and I was like, you know what? I fuck with Ayama, yo.
Yeah, bro. The fact that he gave up his spot and was like, I'm gonna earn my way back in. I'm gonna do it the right way this time. I was like, all right, you got it. I like you.
Yeah. Or even him.
I respect.
Or even like dog, that scene where they were like coming up with the plan to trick All For One and the League of Villains and everything, like, and not let them know that Ayama had flipped. Like when they were like going through that plan in like that computer room, I was like, let's fucking go. We about to get it, dog. Like, I was like, we about to win one, yo. Because if you really think about it, like, the heroes be on the back foot a lot in this show.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
oh, yeah.
It's always like a reaction to something happening instead of them being proactive on some shit. And like that moment, like when 1A was just like, yeah, we know our guy slimed us out, but like he's willing to put himself at risk, like to help us get this W. And like, if it wasn't for him, they wouldn't have been able to start the plan to like win that final battle. So it was like, yeah, his development was so good. Man.
You summed it up. Like, what I love about this show, you summed it up like perfectly. They're always, each season, you go watch it, they're on the back foot. They're losing at the start of each season. And it goes back to what we were saying earlier about them being so mentally drained the whole time. It made it real. Like, I know this is like an anime and it's like, you know, all these bright colors and like they have superpowers, but like it made it feel like if I was a cop, right, and I was getting up and I was going on like an 18-hour shift trying to like stop all of this destruction and death from happening, and you're going to tell me that like at the start of each season, I'm not going to get up and be like, okay, let's go to work. Oh, someone died. We got to figure that out. Okay. It just kept piling on and they had to work through it. I was like, this feels great because it feels like we have a goal, but it's so far away. It wasn't like all the other shonen where you like, oh yeah, we're on even ground. Oh, they're ahead. Now we're ahead. It was like, oh, they started up here and we got to fucking catch up to them before we can actually get to them.
1000, which is one of the reasons why I love Bleach, because like Ichigo is clearly not the strongest character in his own show.
What you mean, bro? He's got like what blood do you have in you? United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama,
I got to mix that.
Animaniacs. Like, what I'm saying, I was gonna say like he definitely has his moments like where he gets back to main character status, but then like he gets humbled real quick.
Oh yeah,
like and then they'll get back and get humbled as opposed to just being that bull. But Devon, you actually have said something in that statement. Like, I've always loved how the scars in this show are consistent throughout. Like anytime somebody gets a new scar, they animate it in the next season like, because I'm so used to like, you know, we see shows like, and obviously Dragon Ball Z is an extreme example because they fight every day, so like having to animate the scars every fight, I'm like, it would get daunting as fuck.
Right.
Like they only made Super Saiyan to not have to color hair black in the mangas anymore. So
but it made it iconic. It made it iconic.
It made it iconic, yo. Like, and we took it and ran with it, yo. Like, but I love how every time there's a major battle, and it's been this since season 1, like Deku and everybody, they wear the scars. Like, you know, Deku has like his hand scars from every time he would like overexert using the power when he first got it. Like, he still got the scar, his arm scars from his Muscle Man fight, like in season 2, which is the reason why he got to wear like the arm wraps and everything, which kind of goes to like what you were saying. Like, it's not a show where it's just like, oh, we do hero shit and then we move on and hit the reset the next day. And it's like, all right, happy funny. The reason is like, no, yesterday sucked, bro. Like, you see the fucking gash
you
on my
back
cheek,
into your shift.
No,
I love it because they never forgot. They just never forgot what they went through.
Ever. And I love how it's like, because they be so beat up, it gives even like the support characters more, because it's like, I forget what her name is, but like that girl, the girl from the movie who was like All Might's sidekick's daughter, she's a gun, dog. Anytime they need I feel like every time some fire shit is built that's the game changer for UA, she built that shit. like they be like, oh, a floating school to get us away from why the fuck I always call him Toya, Shigaraki's like destruction quirk, that girl built it. All Might's mech suit, that girl built it. Deku's gloves, that girl, but well, no, the girl with the creative quirk built that one. But like the his arm wrap is for his scarring, like she built that. Like, I feel like they always will cut to like scenes of her in America sitting in front of a laptop watching TV or some shit, and they'd be like, yeah, we owe a good help to a friend, man. Like, and it's always her. It's always her.
I like that they brought all the what they brought all the like movie characters in too. Yeah. Like my friend Mauricio got to come in for one last little thing. His movie, like a little sidetracked, but still in My Hero. His movie was great because you watch the old My Hero movies and they're all consistently like, oh, okay, we're gonna go through some shit and we're gonna remember it, but we're just not gonna talk about it. That last My Hero movie before the final season,
Your Next movie. That shit was so fire, yo. That movie was fire.
All the movies were fucking phenomenal. Yeah, but there was something about the last one, like his character, what is it? Julio, right? I always want to mess it up.
He was the one with the machine gun arm.
Yeah. There was something about him, bro. Like his whole arc was fantastic. It was great. It was great. From beginning to end, I was like, I fuck with this dude. I could have a whole series about this dude and I would watch it.
Yeah, that movie Like I know it was like before we started heading into like this. Oh, there's cocaine in every animator's pens. Y'all are just putting out crazy shit. It was like before we hit like that nerd renaissance. It
in
was
the
like
dab.
2024. Yeah, but that movie was so good, yo. Like I definitely went into it because like I won't say I didn't like the one where they went to space was probably like my least favorite of the movies. Like where they had like the spacesuits one. I think it was the second movie, maybe, or maybe it was
Yeah,
the third.
where they had those like all black suits or something.
Yeah, but like the lights were like the color of the character to make it like
Yeah.
unique. Yeah, I think it was either the second one.
The
yeah,
fits
'cause,
were cool. The fits were cool.
yeah, but just that movie itself.
They got them off. They got them
Yeah,
off.
it was like I was like, oh, Fast and Furious 8, we're going to space. Got it. Like I got you.
All right.
But yeah, your next was so good, yo. Like I was like, oh, this is amazing. But to your point, that's another thing. Again, like the realism of it. That girl from the second movie and like her dad, like there would be mad stuff that happened in that movie that would just like you said, pop up in the show, but they never like threw it in your face, like, oh hey, remember this from the movie? It's just like you would see it, like fucking Stars and Stripes was the little girl in the movie that All Might saved, like from the car accident. Like, you know, that scene was in the second movie, I think.
Bro, that shit was tough.
And then she ends up being one of the greatest hero in America and shit. Yo, so it's like,
bro, high key, she would have been the greatest hero in the world if she didn't get fucked over by schizophrenia, bro.
Yep.
Yeah. Schizophrenia gets us all.
Inner demons.
Oh man, but I'm trying to think like what if there's anything else I want to round out for it for the show. Yeah, we talked about favorite seasons, talked about favorite characters. All right, so matter of fact, I'll ask you this question, Davon, before I close this out. So me and Travis talked about this last week. Eliminate what we know, all the rankings, but we'll still keep that the old guard has pretty much retired. You know, Hawks is a president, Endeavor retired, All Might don't got his quirk, Deku's quirk list. Who's your number one? Like who in your world, who's your number one? And then who's that student in UA that's like the Lemillion, the heir apparent to inherit that number one spot?
I feel like if all the old guard's gone, I'm just a civilian in that world. Like I'm looking at it and I'm just like, okay, everything that's happened, all the old guard's gone. We have the new guys and we see the up and comers. I think that trying to get rid of the bias, but I genuinely feel like, yeah, right. I genuinely feel like the development that happens with the characters and how they kind of are now, his quirk isn't the best for just like hero shit, but I think we don't really get to see them do any hero shit afterwards, right? We just see them all jumping away. I think if I had to pick a top three, it would be Uraraka, because one, that's just a great quirk and she's a great person. I feel like it's her. I feel like Deku's gotta be either one or two, because now he's got that suit. Now he's got all of his quirks back in some fashion.
Can we call him Meku?
He's basically Iron Man at this point.
Yeah, Deku Stark, man.
Yeah, right.
Deku Stark.
But I feel like he's got to be up there, if not one. I feel like he's got to be one just because of the versatility that he has. But it's really hard for me to not put Bakugo up there because of how quick he would be able to get places. Like, you really think about it. They're like, hey, we have an issue. We have an issue like in that country over there. We got to get there. And he's just like, I got it. And he just launches himself there instantaneously. Like the response time he has must be like if we were playing Dispatch, he would get from point A to point B in an instant.
Yo, when he showed back up at the end, and they was just like, "I thought you were in the hospital." He said, "I was."
Yeah,
he said, "I legit." He said, "I just ran out there just now."
I heard we were moving, so I had to get going.
Yeah, like, how'd you get here? He said, "Cause I'm him."
I think the up and comer though. The up and comer, it's such an out there, like, not out there as in we don't think about him, but it's such an out there, like, how would he be a hero?
Lay it on us.
The only two people I have in my mind, one of them is Eri, But I think she could be a hero, but I think she's going to do more like everyday stuff. Like, she wants to live a normal life. She went through so much shit.
Yeah.
She deserves to have a normal life.
That girl, she deserves a break.
Right. But I think that the person who's like the up and coming, and this is a callback from way long ago, it's that little dude with the water quirk who muscular killed his parents.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit. Totally forgot about Youngin.
I think he's the next up and coming dude.
Okay. I like that.
I'm here for that.
And maybe he'll just be a firefighter. We don't know. All he does is shoot water out his hands. But
speaking of fire,
there's potential there. There's potential there, bro.
I'm here for it. Final question for the group before we close this bad boy out. So at the end, after the credit scroll, we see our story continues. ... and go beyond. So are we getting a sequel series? Are we getting like a one shot for a manga? Like what are you feeling? Do you think we have Vigilante season 2 coming out? It's been confirmed. It's coming out very soon, but we know it's a prequel series. Do you think in an animated form we've truly seen the last of Class 1A?
I think my theory is we're going to get a movie, just because I feel like that'd be the perfect like cap off. You don't need a whole sequel series. It doesn't need to go for another 10 years. Just get just wrap it up, right? But and this is a little bit because I'm just curious because I want to know. I feel like the perfect thing we could get is a movie to wrap up like, oh, this is them as adults. This is what happened. And then we could get like a little 6-episode OVA series of just like each of the the previous One for All users. Like, we get to go through the first, we get like 2 episodes per user. We get like the build up, and then the second episode for that user would be the climax, and then death, pass it on. Build up, climax, death, pass it on. We get 1 episode to see who they are, why they are, how they are. And then we get the second episode is all the action, all the fighting from the build up, and then the death, pass it on. I think that would be a great little 2 episodes per user. Walk down the line and just develop them a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm all the way here for that. I would love to. It could be 1 episode or even a one shot. I would like to see like the gentleman thief as a thief, like the gentleman criminal guy, like just like whatever he was doing before we ran into him. Like,
bro.
Yo, that's got to be one of the best uses of a quote unquote filler episode.
Oh yeah,
of all time. Because I remember when that episode came out, I was like, "What the fuck is this?" I was very entertained, like, with him chasing him around, like jumping on bubbles and shit. But I was just like, we just had some fire heat coming off of a couple episodes ago, and now we got a music festival.
Yeah, right.
Like I was just like, who is this character? Why do I care? My man came in clutch as shit.
Oh, dog. Battle, yo. Oh, for real. Bro, Gentle gets all the recommendation. He gets all the recognition. He gets everything, dog.
Hell yeah. Like when I tell you, I was just like, I thought he was such a waste of space of an introduction for a character. I was like, oh, y'all ran out of this is a DBZ like slice of life episode. That's what we doing here. Like we need to kill some time before the cell games start. Like,
who gets his driver's license.
Yeah. I thought, but yeah, like how they paid that off, like just with like, oh yeah, now remember that character from that episode you thought didn't matter? He mattered.
They did really good with that. All the movies, like the fact that everybody thought for a while that the movies were like not canon, but then
I remember that.
Yeah, the movies, all the like one-off characters, they all tied in at the end, and I'm like, that's for me. If you're writing a story and you want me to think that it's a great story, you tie everything in at the end.
I love when things get intertwined at the end.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of it's so crazy, like how like that's like it's low hanging fruit, but it's just like just make the movie tie into the show, and us as nerds are just over the moon. Yeah,
you don't even gotta they don't even gotta have a whole scene. You just gotta put the movie character in there for one sentence. Like, oh shit, he's real.
It makes sense now.
Bro, 2008 when Tony Stark walked into that bar at the end of the Incredible Hulk. Like, is this legal,
bro?
Is he allowed to be in this movie?
That shit was crazy. And then when they built up to the Avengers, I remember being like, oh, we're just making the best thing ever now. We're just actually building it.
I don't think y'all can do this. I don't know if we're allowed to have these characters.
You just wait for the Smash Bros movie when they bring all of them into the same one.
Yo, dog, can you imagine?
We already got
Like,
Pikachu. We already got
Yo.
Sonic. We already got Mario.
Wouldn't that be some shit if that's what they've been doing this whole time with, Detective Pikachu, the Sonic movies, Mario? Like, that would be fucking nuts if they did a fucking Avengers Smash Bros. We do got the Link movie coming out. The Zelda movie's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I need that to happen now.
The main characters are going to be Sonic, Mario, and Kirby. And Pikachu.
Damn, dog. I kind of need this to take place in real life. Yo, like, that would be a moment in time. Like, that would be a motherfucking moment.
They're going to do a callback to the Olympic Games, too, with Sonic and Mario.
There we go. And like when they do the promo run for the trailer for the movie, they got to use like that original Smash Bros. The me and you and me, no matter how that's so they got to do that song.
Yoshi pops out with that big ass hammer.
I can see it playing in my head.
Bro, come get us, dog. like Nintendo, come get us. We got you.
I'm cooking, bro. I'm cooking. Let me cook.
We got all this gas.
Cooking with gas.
But before this turns into a 2-hour podcast that we have to edit and be upset with ourselves, we will say to all of our listeners out there, this is not the last time you will see Davon here again. We told y'all before this wasn't the last time. We just told y'all the truth, but we're telling y'all again because we're putting it out there physically so that it happens in the airwaves with the impending ending of Fire Force. Us as a trio, we call ourselves the On Fire Force because we all collectively geeked out when we all found out that we all loved Fire Force. So we came up with the great idea that at some point in the very near future, we are going to review in a very ESPN Fight Night style every single fight in Fire Force leading up to the second part of the final season. And it's going to be great. But Davon, once again, thank you so much for your time. We want to say
joining us today, brother.
We want to say to you in real time, brother, we are so proud of you and everything that you're
100%.
doing. When we listen to that episode, bro, like again, me and Trav were talking about it, like, like Davon gonna kill this shit when it comes to the dub,
DiCaprio
bro. I know that guy.
There
brother,
you go.
But keep doing what you're doing, brother. We can't wait to talk Fire Force with you. That's just gonna be fucking geek breaking down these fights. But let all the listeners know how they can support you, brother, where they can find you and all that good stuff.
Absolutely, man. It's always good being on here, dog. It's always the most fun I have on a podcast being here. But you can find me on Instagram. My goofy ass name is Where Is Davon, and then you got my Twitter, which is just Davon Oliver VO.
My man.
Good brother Trav. I always let you leave the masses with wisdom before we close this bad boy out. Do you have any wise words for the people?
Man, I don't feel like it's right to have any wise words after we just concluded a great series.
You right.
I'm gonna just say twerk something for a real one. Shout out to Lemillion, dog.
He said pop, lock, and
drop it.
Don't forget. You can't forget the drop.
The drop's the most important part.
And then you gotta hit him with the G5. One good time. Bro.
That's what I'm saying, man.
One good time. But just like how my hero will live on forever, even though it's the end of an era, this show will be replayed, revisited, hopefully not rebooted.
Keep the ending how it was. I'll take a movie. But and before people start getting a little crazy in the Netflix world, we don't need a live action My Hero series. It's okay. No. We don't need that.
It's okay. Like, I don't need Tom Holland as Deku. It's all right.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yeah, I mean, look, as I said it out loud, it did sound fire, but no.
Tom Holland, or what about Timothée?
Timothée Chalamet would definitely be Bakugo, bro. He would, no, he'd be Todoroki.
Yeah,
Timothée Chalamet
probably show.
He'd be show. So who would be Bakugo? No, this will be a whole nother episode.
Yeah.
We'll
cast for the live action movie we don't want to see.
There we go. For shits and giggles, Davon, we're gonna bring you back to live cast our live action My Hero Academia movie.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to pick all the celebrities, throw them in a mixing pot, and then nobody cares about it.
You know what? We gonna set that up in the next couple of weeks. After Christmas,
yeah.
we gonna set that up, bro.
Yeah.
We gonna set that up. But you know, that's our present to the listeners for the new year. We gonna bless you guys with Fire Force fights, and we gonna fan cast the live action My Hero movie that we hope nobody makes. That'd be so crazy if we made it so good that it ends up getting made exactly as we made it, and like we just fucked up the universe for ourselves.
Oh, bro, that's a curse, not a blessing. What do you do? This is Christmas.
Right.
This ain't no Christmas miracle.
We getting paid. We getting paid. You right?
It's because of those guys we got this. Oh shit, hold up.
Right, just slide out the screen like, oh,
So, me?
all right, because these goodbyes are always really long because we just have so much fun together. But just like the North, always remember, whether you watch it or you read it, we all still need it. Matter of fact, whether you watch it, read it, or voice act it, we all still need it. So open up your nerd eye, point it to the sky, and we will see you next time aboard the Brothership. See you soon, Space Cow people. Dodon Ray. What should we do with our poultry, Trav?
Take care of our chickens and harvest your farm.
Grass. Later,
Bow.